Hello out there, and quick look today at the Spyderco Calypso Jr. in super blue steel. But before I get to the knife, I do have a couple very brief notes I want to go over. The first one being that if you did watch the Knife Confessions video that I posted about a week ago, I think it's just two back, down below, if you click on my playlist, you can see all of the different channels that contributed to it and answered and gave their knife confessions, and that's just been a lot of fun to watch those and find those. So definitely take a look down below and check out those other channels. If you have posted something and I don't have it on the playlist, let me know about that. I will definitely get it added so we can all share that as well. All right, guys, so thanks a lot for your interaction with that. Also, though, I do have a lot of new things on the way that we're going to be looking at very soon. In addition to this knife, in the mail the other day, I did get the Spyderco Brower. So this is a brand new release for 2018. The first brand new Spyderco I've had in a long time, so I'm very excited to talk about this. And then I also do have the TJ Schwartz Mass Drop Perpetua, which is in the mail. It is finally going to make its way to me, I think, on Tuesday, so we should have a video about that coming soon, in addition to all the other stuff that is backlogged as well. So definitely keep your eyes out for all that stuff that is coming. But for now, let's just get back to this knife and talk about the Super Blue Calypso Jr. And this is my first experience handling a Calypso, and to be honest with you guys, this knife is really only going to be for someone who is a collector, I think. Someone who's a collector or just really wants to get their hands on super blue steel. Because when it comes to the model, not that I'm not impressed about it, but I think that it just isn't that good compared to other Spydercos that are out there. And I don't even have a Delica to put next to this, but if I were going to pick a knife to EDC, I would definitely prefer a Delica over this, and I would probably prefer a Chaparral over this as well. You know, and this sort of fits into the same category. Very, very lightweight knife. Almost a gent's piece, except for the fact that it's got FRN scales and nothing like classier than that. But that doesn't really eliminate it from a gent's carry in my perspective, to be honest. So it is a good classy looking knife with a lockback, but yeah, it just doesn't seem to be a knife that you'd pick up and want to EDC and use. It doesn't really fit that bill for me. If you take a look at the blade shape, it is very, very reminiscent of a Dragonfly, at least in my opinion, and a number of other Spyderco designs, absolutely, but Dragonfly is the first thing that I thought of. But there is no jimping, and that sort of is a bit of a bummer as well. So yeah, just thinking about this compared to the other Spydercos out there, it just doesn't necessarily stand out from it. One thing you might be noticing is just a lot of glare. The finish on this is different from a lot of the satins that you see from Spyderco. You know, if you think about like the Sage 5 or this Brower, I'll bring it back just for this comparison. You can see how it just catches the light very differently. The super blue here, the finish that they put on it, maybe to keep it from corroding, is just very reflective, and so I struggled getting this video set up with the lighting because it just kept catching the light and glaring, and you can see that mirror, it's very reflective, so more so than just about any other Spyderco that I've ever seen. So interesting there. And this does have a lot of good qualities, don't get me wrong, but I just think that this piece is really going to be relegated to that collectability kind of thing, and again, just with it being available right now, and I think it's in the $80 price range, you know, someone who's wanted super blue, and super blue is a steel that's very hard to come by with all the sprints that it's been in for Spyderco. I think this is a really good opportunity to get your hands on it. But when it comes to a knife that you want in the pocket, using day in and day out, I don't know that this is going to be the one. Again, I just keep thinking about that Chaparral, the FRN Chaparral with CTS XHP, and that knife, if you were looking for an extremely lightweight knife to carry, that one would probably be a better choice. But speaking of lightweight, let's take a look at this. 1.92 ounces, so it's extremely light. There are no liners, so again, just another reason that this might not really be the knife that you want to run around and beat up. But let's do a couple quick size comparisons. So you can see if we start the blade right at the sharpening choil, that we're at about 2.5 inches of cutting edge. So here it is next to the bug out. Just a little bit longer. What else do we have here? Kershaw leak is on the table. You know, it's the usual stuff that I have sitting around. Here's a mini grip. And, oh, here's another one. A little tease for a mod video that's coming up. This is the Honey Badger knife. Been doing mods on a couple of these lately, so we have that to look forward to as well. Alright guys, so yes, it is a good looking knife. It is pretty well built for what it is, but it is not something that I would necessarily want to put in my pocket and carry and beat up. Now if you're really into the steel, like I said, and you want to test it, maybe this would be a good one to pick up for that. But for the most part, I think the vast majority of people who will be buying this knife will be the ones who are collecting it. And there's nothing wrong with that at all. So, cool looking knife. I really like the scale color. So, yeah. Overall, that's really my take on it. This one isn't staying in my collection. It's not for me. It's moving on to its owner. So I just wanted to get it in front of the camera. And yeah, thanks for tolerating the glare and the shadows. I tried to get this the best look at it that I could. So anyway, guys, any other questions, comments, complaints, suggestions, let me know down below. But I will talk with you soon. And again, check out those knife confessions from all the other channels who got involved. It's some pretty cool stuff. All right, thanks for watching and take care. Have a good one.